What's going on, guys? Iceman here with another video. This one is for the Fortune Island expansion in Forza Horizon 4. So in this video, I'm going to just kind of give a quick overview of the first two treasure hints that they give you. And just kind of give you an idea of what you're supposed to do for those. If you're needing that extra help, this is for you. So for the first one, it's pretty easy. The riddle was something along the lines of, let me see if I can find where that's at. Okay, so the first riddle was, oops, can I see the riddle?
The massive truck stomps around like a T-Rex. Roar through the speed zone at Festival's apex.
So basically this is saying you have to be in the RAM that they give you at the beginning of it, and then you need to roar through the speed zone, and the speed zone is called Festival's Apex. So if you go to the map, you will see this speed zone right here. It's called Festival's Apex. So you have to go through that speed zone. Doesn't matter what speed you get. I think as long as you get at least 1 star. I don't even actually think you need to get a 1 star, but doesn't matter what speed you get. As long as you go through it, it'll show you the general area of where the treasure chest is. And then, honestly, once you're done with the speed zone, all you need to do is turn around, and it's right there. Because I think you end your speed zone right along these lines of these houses over here. So that's pretty simple. The first one was very easy to understand, but the second one was a little tricky in the sense that it wasn't as straightforward as that one. So here, let's play the riddle.
The needle climb has been known to intimidate when set adrift in an Italian 458.
So, and basically what this one is there's the needle climb drift zone that you need to go through. So you need to do the drift zone in an Italian 458. Now, the Italian signifies Ferrari. So if you take a Ferrari 458, you should be good. I recommend doing the Italia 458 if you are able to afford it, because that's the one I used and that's what worked. So basically what you do is you go over to the festival, you buy the 458 if you don't have it, and then you go up to the needle climb right here, drift zone. So you can see it's a very, very large drift zone. I got 274,000 points. That was amazing, and I did that in the 458. So as long as you're able to get the 458, tune it properly. I did this in the live stream, so if you guys want to reference the live stream and just basically how I tuned my 458, you can do that. I put a link to the live stream in the video description. But yeah, so let me hop into my 458 actually, and I'll just go up through the drift zone just to kind of give you an idea of what it's like. Alright, so here's my 458. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you the tuning here. So we'll go over here, tune car. So I bought all the performance upgrades, basically everything that you could do under the sun for the 458. Tire pressure is both set to 30, which is what I left it at. Gearing is 5.4. I could probably extend those gears out a little bit more to make it a little bit easier, but that's what I did. So it's a -5 on the front and a -3.1 on the rear. 7 on the caster. Anti-roll bars I have at 30.76, 25.06. Springs I have at 11, 16.1, and 10.77. And then the ride height is as low as possible. And then for damping, I have 9.6 on the front, 14 on the rear. And then for bump stiffness, I have 4.3 on the rear or front and 6.2 on the rear. Aero, don't have the brakes, I left the same. And then for differential, I just unlocked both the deceleration, and then I turned the acceleration down to 20%. So that is the tuning for the 458. And then I left the stock tires. So let me get into here and turn off my traction control and make it manual. So that way I can drift a little bit better. So this is I'm going to go up to the needle climb, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so I'm approaching the drift zone here. And the 458 it's a lot of fun to drift, if I'm going to be honest. This thing was real fun. So let's see if I can I always mess up this first corner. And I kept it in 6th gear the entire time, so unless you're comfortable with it, or if you just kind of go ahead and give the 458 a little bit of a little more work, or if you want to tune it the way that works for you, that's good. But this is what worked for me, and this is just me climbing up the drift zone. It's a lot of this is a fun, but it's a long drift zone. So get you might as well get a soda or something to eat, you know, because you're gonna be in this drift zone for a while. But yeah, no, it's fairly straightforward. I was kind of confused by the riddle because there is two different 458s that you can choose from. There's the special, and then there's this one, which is the Italia. And I wasn't sure which one it was. I went with the safe game plan of saying it was the Italia because it said an Italian 458. But any 458 is Italian. Of course, I went off course here, so sorry about that. Just jump it right back up to 6th gear. So yeah, I was a little confused by that at first, but I was during a live stream, so had some help from some of the chat guys. They believe it was the Italia 458 as well, so that's what we went with. Safe bet. Yeah, so then I just did the climb in the 458. I destroyed my my original personal best, and hopefully I can do it here too. And of course I spin out again because I'm a little too greedy, a little too comfortable. I think it was 274, so I might not be able to get it. Not if I keep spinning out, that's for sure. But yeah, so you just got to do this, and then after that, once that's done, you'll get your hint or your picture of where the treasure chest is located, and then you'll get your general area of where the chest is. So here, I'll open up on my map. So you get a picture, which you can see over here, and you see these little swirl marks, and you see there's like a little pond or whatever. So if you zoom in here, you can see that this is the pond that it's referencing. And then your treasure chest is actually, so if you go up this, get around the first bend, it's right there at the end of that second bend, or right at the start of the second bend. It's right on the edge, so you can see the picture here. It's literally right on the edge. It's surrounded by some some shields and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So that was the first two. Those were the ones that I solved during my live stream. I am going to be posting up some more in the future as I figure out more, just so I can help those who are having a little bit of struggle with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful for those who are still looking for those first two. The first one should have been easy as anyone will ever be, and then the second one was a little more trickier to find, but the riddle was not too bad. But anyway, again, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.